Ever tried selling a used car online and felt like it took forever? Yeah, same. But this new platform actually fixes that. I've been using OK.com recently, and honestly, this is the fastest way I've listed a car or any secondhand item. So, what is OK.com? You can buy and sell secondhand products, cars, properties, even find jobs and home services. It's basically a one-stop platform for everything. Here's the crazy part. Listing takes seconds. Add photos, select your model, done. No long forms, no complicated steps. And the car condition report? Super transparent. Real inspection details, zero guesswork. Buyers actually trust what they see. And if you're buying, smart filters help you find exactly what you want based on your budget and preferences. So if you want fast posting, safe transactions, and fully transparent info, just try it yourself. OK.com. You know how annoying it is when your desk is full of different chargers? One for the laptop, one for the phone, another for wireless earbuds, and cables everywhere. That's exactly the problem. The Baseus Nomos 140-watt Qi2 5-in-1 desktop charger is trying to solve. It's basically a power station for your desk that replaces all those extra adapters. Today, we will talk about one charging station from the Baseus Nomos series. As you can see, this is the Baseus Nomos Qi2 5-in-1 desktop charger with a retractable cable. Here, they have given some features like charging 5 devices at once, 15-watt wireless fast charging, a retractable USB-C cable, intelligent power allocation with a digital display on this side. If we look, there is an overview written here. For example, it has 3 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A port, and it can be adjusted vertically and horizontally up to 60 degrees. There is also a real-time display here, and a built-in 0.8-meter retractable cable. Now we will unbox it and see what is actually inside. So let's get started. First of all, we can see that there is a quick start guide inside. And right here, we can see our main product along with the power cord. The power cord is quite strong, as you can see. It is beautifully tied with a Baseus strap, and it is a very heavy-duty power cable. And on this side, we can see our main product, a beautiful product. At the bottom, we can see 2 rubber pads, which are actually very good for grip. It will hold firmly on any surface. And apart from that, there is nothing else inside the box. Now let's talk about this product. On the top of the product, if we look, this part here is a wireless charging pad. On this side, there is a display, and this wireless charging pad can be adjusted vertically up and down up to 60 degrees. It is a very sturdy product. If we come to this side, we can see here there are 2 Type-C ports. Along with that, there is 1 USB-A port. And on this side, there is a 0.8-meter retractable cable, which means if you pull it once and release it, it will lock. And if you pull and release it a second time, it will return to its original position. At the bottom, there are 2 rubber pads which we mentioned earlier. At the back, there is a socket for inserting the power cord. This is where it will connect. And on this side, we can see a switch. Interestingly, this switch is really nice. It actually has a sleep modes or screen display switching option. This is basically a 140-watt charging station, or you could say a charging dock. Now let's connect it and see how well it actually works. So first we untie the cable, and after untying, we take this end of the power cord and push it into the socket here. It's very simple. Then the other end we will plug into our home power socket. After giving the power connection, you can see the display has turned on. That means it has received power. And right now it is showing 0. So now we will slowly start connecting devices here and see what actually happens with each one. So first, I will take this cable here and connect my mobile phone. I pulled it out and connected it to the mobile. After connecting, it is charging. And one interesting thing is that it is showing super fast charging here. You can see that it has already started power delivery at 17 watts. Now I will connect a few more devices here to see how much power goes where. For charging, I have brought some of my earbuds. Among them here is Apple AirPods Pro 2. We can charge this wirelessly here. And as soon as I place it, you can see that something has changed on the display, and charging has started. If we notice carefully, the wattage volume has actually increased. So yes, you can charge here. If you have an Apple Watch, you can also lift this pad up and charge it here. For now, I am charging my AirPods here. Let me put it down. Using the USB-A port, I will charge my Tozo headphones, and you can see it is charging without any problem. Besides that, I will use another Type-C port, and here I will charge Baseus Inspire Series XC1 headphones. You can see this is also charging. Very nice. And one more device. This small light from Ulanzi, I can also charge it. So I'll use another Type-C port here and connect it. This is charging too. That means at the same time, you are able to charge many devices here. This is a very nice feature, and every single thing is charging competitively. And you can attach almost anything you want here. For example, if I remove my phone from the cable and place it on the wireless pad, you can see wireless charging has started. That's really nice. Okay, now let me show you something fun. What I have in my hand now, as you can see, is an RGB light from Photolex. Now, if you notice this light, it supports PD 100 watt Type-C, which means if I can supply 100 watt power through a PD cable, this light can even run on AC current. So now we'll try and see if this charging base can power this light. First, I took an external cable and plugged it in, and as you can see, it's on, and I can even change its modes. I'm changing them one by one, and showing you it's working very nicely without any interruption. Now I'll unplug it, then I'll check if it can run using the retractable cable they provided. I took it, plugged it in, and had to wait a little, and yes, it is working beautifully with this as well. I'm changing the modes again, and you can see, it works flawlessly. Now let's check the button that was given on the side, the one for display switching or sleep mode. How does it work? So if you look right now, the display looks like this. If I press it once, then it shows me individually how much power each port is supplying. For example, right now, only one device is connected, so it's showing just that. For example, if I now place my AirPods on the wireless pad, now you see it showing two devices in the same way. If I connect another device, say my mobile phone 4, after connecting, you can see another port's light has turned on, and each one is showing different wattages. Like for the mobile, it's showing 13 watts, and for the AirPods, it's showing 1 watt, wirelessly, and my Baseus earbuds are already fully charged, so maybe that's why it's showing 00. So this is actually a really nice feature. If you press it again, then it shows the overall charging parameters, the total. And if you press and hold it for about 2 seconds, the display turns off, and then if you press it once again, it turns back on. So this was basically the product. Now let's get to know some more features of it. Performance-wise, it's pretty solid. If you plug in a big device like a 16-inch MacBook Pro, you can push up to 140 watts from one of the USB-C ports. That's more than enough for most laptops, even during heavy use. But here's the catch. When you start charging multiple devices at the same time, that 140 watts gets divided across them, so you won't be getting maximum power on every single port. But it's smart, enough to allocate the power based on what each device actually needs. The wireless pad is Qi 2 certified, which basically means it's MagSafe compatible for iPhones. That gives you a proper 15-watt wireless charging speed on iPhone models that support it. With Android phones, it also works, but you might not always hit 15 watt. It depends on the device and its charging protocol. Still, the magnetic snap feels very satisfying because your phone stays in place and doesn't slip. Heat management is pretty good too. Of course, when you're charging a laptop, a phone, and maybe some earbuds all at once, the unit does get a bit warm. But it never goes to the point where you feel it's overheating. But overall, it's a pretty premium product. If you're the kind of person who charges multiple devices every day, like a laptop, phone, earbuds, maybe even a tablet, this thing is a game changer. Your desk will look cleaner, you'll have fewer cables, and you won't constantly be swapping chargers. For me, I'd say it's about 4.5 out of 5. It's not cheap, but if you're someone who values a clean and efficient desk setup, this is definitely worth it. If you think new gear like this is too expensive, you can always check OK.com. They've got plenty of secondhand options too.